Here they come, all in orange. Good morning from Luang Prabang.
It's 5:30 AM and we're going to go and see the locals give the monks food in the morning, which is called an alms giving or alms bat, I think.
How the kind of ceremony is performed is the monks will walk down this road that we're on, starting up there, possibly ending down here, and they'll pass all these chairs. They'll go down with, I think, bags, and then the people will provide things like sticky rice and these packages, which I'm not sure exactly what they are. Yogurt cream wafer, and then sticky rice. Sticky rice. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, there's sticky rice. Oh. Okay. Oh, rice cake. Okay, so this one in the banana leaf is rice cake. Okay, thank you. Top chai. Thank you. Apparently you have to be quite quick when you're handing the monks the food, and I'm not sure if it's disrespectful, but it's more, what were you saying?
It's a highly religious practice, so sometimes when Westerners get involved they maybe don't know the rules and things. That can come across as being a little bit like we're using it as a tourist attraction when it's a religious ceremony, I guess.
So we're going to stand on the other side of the road and watch, unless, let's just see what happens. If Westerners aren't kicking monks and throwing food at them, then it might be a nice idea to go over there and provide some food, but we're going to see how it goes. Yeah. We are just walking 10 minutes up the road from where we saw all the seats and where I was showing you the rice, because there's a bigger temple up here, and on the way we're going to check out some of the old French colonial buildings back from when they were here.
So the meaning behind the ceremony is that it provides the monks with food, which is good for them, but then the monks also bless the people that give them the food, so they believe it's good karma for everyone.
Here they come, all in orange. You have some of the monks just to the right of me, but I think there's plenty more to come. Some of the monks are just kids. Our tour guide from yesterday during the elephant said that he lived in a temple for 10 years of his life between the ages of 12 and 22, and he can go back to the temple if he desires to 3 times in his life to practice Buddhism and yeah, just a good way of life. Just down here are some quite poor children who have their own bags out, and the monks are giving them some of the food that were given to the monks. Again, like Chloe said, the practice of giving and karma. The monks get given most likely too much nowadays with all the tourists that are providing them with things, so then that goes back into the local population and the poorer children. Excuse me, how much for a bag? 20,000? Thank you. Yeah, go on then, 2 bags. 50? Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. That's fine, that's fine. Come chair. Okay, the way I see it is you give some food to the monks. If they have too much, they give it to the kids. So I don't see anything too disrespectful in that. As long as you're quick and you're not filming them constantly, then I think it's good. So I'm going to leave the camera on the other side and we're going to give some food to some monks so they can give it to some kids. To the right of me, across the road, more of the local people just providing food for the monks, which is, I imagine, the more traditional way of doing it. Whereas back there, it was more set up for tourists, especially Chinese tourists. Everything's so loud here. And I don't think, as long as you provided the food quickly, didn't piss about with a camera in their face or anything like that, then I think it was more than respectful.
Hopefully you enjoyed seeing the ceremony and a little bit more of Luang Prabang as well.
Tonight we're going to be taking a 24-hour bus, maybe 26 hours, to Hanoi to meet my dad, who is flying in from London. From there we're going to be doing the Ha Giang loop on motorcycles. Then we're going to go to Halong Bay and then we're heading to Nippon, otherwise known as Japan. And with that marks an end to our Up the Mekong series. Hope you've enjoyed it. We started on the Mekong Delta in Can Tho. From there we got the bus up to Chau Dock, where we saw Sam Mountain and kite flying. Then we went by boat up the Mekong into Cambodia to Phnom Penh, where we went to the killing fields. And from Phnom Penh we went to Kratie, where we saw the elusive Irrawaddy dolphin and explored Kon Kon. We followed the Mekong north into Laos, where we had a bit of a dodgy border crossing.
When we finally got into Laos, we spent 5 days relaxing on Don Det, which is an island right on the Mekong. From there, we then went up to Paxi and spent a couple of days doing the Bolivar Plateau loop, in which we saw beautiful waterfalls and coffee plantations. We then went up to Vientiane, which is the capital city of Laos, and explored the night market. And that finally brings us up to here in Luang Prabang, where we spent yesterday at an elephant sanctuary feeding the elephants, and today seeing the monks.
So goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
And goodbye from the Mekong River for the final time.